and I think Broodmother, which is actually in the pool. No, I think Lina's still okay against Brood. They're both gonna farm. I think that's how it goes. But Lina actually loses the lane to TA. So
I don't think we've seen Anna play a Broodmother ever. So last choice, it's going to be a Skywrath Mage.
Interesting.
So it's actually Topson playing the Skywrath Mage. We're going to keep him on the magical nukers. He's finished his Cavern Crawl. He's got the Cavern Crawl set. Early on, like, this is always one of the bigger problems of a Wraith King, right? Like, you had to have like Wraithfire Blast is 95 mana out of a 300 pull. It
used to be 140.
Yeah, it used to be a lot more. So maybe it's not as damaging. Top first blood, Seb goes down. FY and Arme were chasing him down. They used the Flat Cannon early on. Now Jirax kind of trapped. He only had Wave of Terror. So this is going to be to the taunt of FY. A double kill for LGD and a great start to their round. Well, at least Anna's able to find some farm on the bottom lane, but LGD now have 3 kills across the board. Their advantage will start to push over 1,000. And with Somnus off to a good start, yeah. This seems like what LGD wanted. Maybe not exactly what they wanted. Arme kind of trapped out. The Wave of Terror is in once again. Seb solo on live. FY's coming in. He was salved up, but didn't have the mana to tether over. So he'll use the balls to just kill off Jirax.
But still, I think OG are still very happy with this trade-off. They got out the stun rather than the skeletons in this instance. Oh, actually, no, now skeletons are coming back in. They're farming the jungle.
Well, they're up on top. Chalice thought he could be part of this fight with a relocate. Arme is coming from behind thanks to FY's delivery service, but have they really found the hero they're searching for? Now it's X-Nova who gets isolated at the bottom, and the bouncing away Monkey King, Skyra, sorry. He does get up into the tree lines, but the rock, it'll drop. The Fatal Bonds connects up LGD strongly, but then Wraith King has that reincarnation. Arme, he's got the support. FY's going to arrive back into this engagement, and Anna's got nowhere to run away from Chalice. You've got the minions everywhere. The slow made it difficult, but maybe not that impossible, thanks to Topson already being back up and running, and with the Golem up, they're finding not 1, but 2 kills with the swap back in. FY may be the third. The missiles won't actually be able to... Actually, the missile connects. The Swarm will not be able to connect. As FY and Arme into the trees, the Golem keeps the chase going, and Topson's got so much, it's 4 nulls. They're just amping up the intel. They gotta find Arme over in the tree lines. That's why Seb, with that Shikuchi, level 4, is quick, is fast, and you'll actually get him with it. 4 heroes to be lost on the top lane.
So I definitely think we will see the BKB come out later for Gyro and probably the Lina as well. But I would imagine Gyro wants drums plus maybe an SNY or something first to really speed up his Wisp as well.
LGD are on the hunt under the cover of smoke. They move into the Radiant jungle. OG were looking for something similar. No-Tell Smoke's going to break. You'll see Somnus the jump in from Chalice, sealed up very, very quickly. They will get the pop onto Warlock, who does not have a buyback available. And now Jirax, the relocate, Arme comes over. They're searching for both supports to bring him down. Huge amount of stun taken out of the fight. Now, LGD, what do you get from this? Oh, they're actually bottom lane. They come back to the relocated target. Seb as well as Thompson, they realize what was going to go on. They get one in Arme. The slap down is available, and FY will pop 2. More support coming in from LGD, but do they really want to fight this underneath a freshly shrined up OG? It will be enough when Seb isolates himself so far forward away from the rest of his team. They need some kind of rebuttal to make this worth it. Thompson will have it. The rock will drop a double stun for them. Chalice not involved in either of that, so neither the Fatal Bonds nor the stun. And LGD will just walk it off.
The middle of the fight.
Yeah.
She doesn't have much armor, she doesn't have much health, and no mobility either. So if you get that kind of team fight, that to me is the absolute best swap target. Swap and blow up the Lina and go from there.
Seems really great for LGD too, where it doesn't come at a sacrifice that other heroes. Yeah, they find their opening over on Jirax, but Topson's in the neighborhood. Somnus, they focus on him, but then Finger, say goodbye to your vengeful spirit. Somnus will be able to back out. There's too many heroes from OG being isolated. This relocate position from LGD working so well that OG just cannot hold a front line. LGD come in through the back. They're searching for Anna. The stun will connect on him. Up in the trees, can't spring away, they tether through, break the trees, get the stun, and a triple kill for Arme. OG, 4 heroes down, and this thing ever. They had 3 observer wards around this mid lane. One of them actually saw the smoke from OG, that's why they all backed up, and now they're repositioning themselves looking for a fight. And they got rid of the observer ward that OG had down. It was a 1-for-1 trade-off. They're looking to come in. The Rock, they're holding it for now. The call down is already very early out, and so is the Wukong command. Anna's just going to split the fight up, and LGD don't care. They rotate around the side. The Rock doesn't stun up anywhere near enough heroes as Chalice Blade Mail runs towards Thompson. He just cannot fight this. He knows it. 3 euros gone for OG, and they may actually have a fourth one. Somnus yields into the Light Strike Array, nowhere for N0tail to run to, and Arme, I don't know if this is the second or the third time, but another triple kill in a team fight for him.
And this looks like probably tier 2 tower, and maybe they want to go Roche, we'll see. So here's the opening, yeah. All these spells from OG just whiff. The Wukong's command, they nicely circle around it. LGD find the first jump. And they forced the defensive swap as the opening too, so Jerax is in a horrible position for that fight, and now Ana went for the bounty rune, got hunted down by the Wraith King and Io. So.
He tried to TP out as quick as he possibly could, almost playing like an...
To tether the Wraith King. We'll see if it happens. More than likely he'll be playing with Gyro for the rest of the game, but it would be a funny interaction to see.
I don't think Somnus actually saw Jerax then. He ran around him, he knows someone's around him because they walked over the top of an observer ward.
Let's go see it now.
Okay, yeah. Now we definitely know. Light Strike Array will connect. And Laguna just for good measure. It's such a low cooldown anyway.
Arcane Rune.
Oh yeah, that'll also be even better.
So, only 40 seconds.
Is Ana thinking about this fight? They don't have Warlock Rock. They're pinging out. They're thinking. They know the Monkey King came up. Once again, this Observer Ward, even though it's got 20 seconds left, has done its job.
Relocate is ready. This is more than likely not going to end well if they go. Oh, they also found Thompson.
It's going to kill off Thompson. He can't run away. The homing missile was going to chase him down anyway, but then a relocate to come in around the back of the top lane. This will be a nice way to run it. Charles has just gone in so deep. He's still holding his blade mail for the moment. Wukong from Ana. Everyone walks outside of it as Charles. There's your swap, and here comes your relocate. Turn on the flat cannon. The damage is just so brutal. Seb wants to run away from this one, but he'll go straight back into it thanks to the time lapse to try and help out Ana, but all he does is just sit here and wait for the inevitable. A full team wipe in favor of LGD. And they have this game quite firmly at the throat. Hang on, no, they scanned? No, they scanned Roshan. I thought for a moment they scanned OG perfectly. But OG are trying to wrap around the back of the tier 1 tower, using Ana for that little bit of extra vision. Seb will Shikuchi down, but they see him. Chalice jumps in, picks up the Arcane Rune. Ana has to go into the Wukong command. They're going to try and go on the Wraith King before he gets the Blade Mail off. With a slapdown, they do kill him and pop the reincarnation. But where do you go next? Thompson isolated out by the leader, but the Rock creates a little bit more space for this guy. Right, made to do some work. N0tail's trying to keep everyone slowed down with the upheaval, but now we are surrounded by LGD. Buybacks in as OG trying to bring back Thompson, but are they going to gain anything from this? Ana's already TPing away. If they got a stun, they do not. They cannot cut through. No Qualian Blade left onto Chalice to do so.
Monkey King's BKB, but I'm concerned it's going to be too late to even become a part of the game. It really is the item that they need, because the problem for Ana is he can't really use his Echo Saber, right? He uses his ulti, but he can't go in. He just can't go in the fight. He's going to die.
Homing missiles chasing him down. Neural Scepter actually going to cancel off the stun they were looking for, but it won't matter when Somnus has so much to follow up with. They drop the rock, and here comes Ana in for a Wukong command. He'll need to get a good line stun, but it just doesn't work. They already know it. He bounced out of his ulti as quickly as he put it down. Actually quicker. 3 euros from OG lost. Jurax will join him. And LGD are on the rampage.
The Magical Mark?
Magical Mark.
1k GPM lead is generally an indication that you have won the game. This is very, 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 like, these are the biggest kind of leads that we generally see. Beyond the 1k GPM mark, I don't think I've ever seen a team lose.
OG's trying to hold on to it. Warlock, so much damage onto N0tail. Laguna from Somnus will get the kill, and they're looking for a little bit more. The stun will connect onto the Weaver. A swap away. He needs time to time-lapse. Actually, no, he'll just run back into base. Thompson can come back to the world of the living, but how much has he really got? He's not even level 15. He doesn't even have that second Arcane Bolt available or the seal, and they realize it. They call it GG. The nukage doesn't work. The cores don't work. And LGD have an answer to absolutely everything OG were throwing at them.
Yeah. It looked like, it looked relatively competitive when OG got that good team fight top. They were 4k behind. They pulled it back to about 1 with a good chasing sequence.
This seems like a really nice game for Invoker, and then OG to just play the perfect team fights, play the perfect split push. They won't be able to go high ground easily. That's where the Gyrocopter is going to work really nicely to just counter push, but it's too good. Had to do it.
It's a really good pick. I think so. Going into this game, if we were to say that these two teams are evenly matched in terms of skill, which I think...
It's of the Wraith King.
That plays that sound?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
It does. Alright, Seb. Oh, Nortel, they thought they can get in on this one. They get the curse onto 2, but it's now Nature's Prophet isolated. X-Nova was here too, so Seb needs a body block with his streams, but that won't work. The hand grabs forward, so Nortel can at least steal one of the runes, but he'll have to wait another 6 seconds before he can TP out.
Unnecessary. They know there's a flask on the IO, so...
They just kept chasing him. TP support, a quick tornado. He'll buy time for Nortel to get his own curse off. Thompson wants to try and turn around, gets the call snap onto Somnus underneath the tower. There's still a creep wave taking damage, but here comes the extra support. Jirax needs to hit on the stun. He's got Fissure available, and Somnus, he's got 4 stick charges up, hasn't burned them. He'll go Shroud first, turns around with both Death Balls as well as the stick charges, and Jirax is forced to retreat. Thompson comes back once more. Call snap's coming back off cooldown, so a second round onto Somnus, working with Nortel. One more attack, won't miss up the hill, so +2 for Silencer, while X-Nova turns onto the Earthshake into the tree line. One Fissure will do it! And another +2 in for Nortel.
Well, it is 3 for quite a while, but the amount of pressure they managed to put on the gyro has still limited Ame enough that he's also only sitting on that 5.
They're gonna have a crack towards mid. Tornado EMP, they need to keep these chain stuns going onto the Necro, so there's no mana to work with. A follow-up Fissure, but Necro, that Ghost Shroud plus stick charges, the hit won't miss uphill. And once again, Nortel has the RNG with him, and LGD has the entire team with him practically. Io's the only one who's not here. They'll connect onto the missile. Onto Jirax, another quick curse. Jirax, he's got a little life to work with. Looks for the follow-up stun, keeping Gyrocopter in the fog of war. You'll lose Nortel. It's a bit of a spree to take.
And on level 7, so we'll see if they can find openings in this game to pull it back. I think the hero you want to play around is this Wraith King Blink Dagger. That's what LGD are waiting for, and then they're going to try to strike. Nice Fissure.
Perfect Fissure block from Jirax. Charles thought he had a small opening to get back out, but now Global Silence is up. Lion can do nothing to help the Wraith King, so his reincarnation will pop. Io, is he going to bring in extra help? Yep, the relocate, it should be coming in just behind the lines. And Thompson, he saw it. He got the tornado off onto FY as well as Army, but it's still not enough. That flat cannon damage, he doesn't have the cooldown. It was on cooldown for an extra 2 seconds. The Fissure stun is available. FY will pull him out in 1 second's time, and it's just not enough. Barely killing off the Gyrocopter, and now X-Nova revealed by the Treants. He'll be able to escape. They want the bigger ones. They want a Chalice, but a tower denied from Thompson. I think that's actually the second tier 1 tower to fall, and both have been denied by OG.
Oh,
got him.
Oh, I can tell you from experience that feels so good. That is the best. Just getting a fog finger of death kill on a carry.
Coming over. It's a good curse, but Thompson, has he got the movement speed to get out of this one? He does not. FY low on life. Nortel with another +2. 26 intelligence stolen. X-Nova. Seb couldn't trap him in. Jirax's Fissure won't be able to arrive in time either, so instead they can look towards the Wraith King. They know his reincarnation is down for so long. There's your Fissure, create some space, lock him in with a Sprout, and Nortel on 10 HP will get the kill onto Chalice. A big spree to end, and they're just tipping him. So X-Nova de-warded the Observer Ward that was on the hillside, and then he thought, oh yeah, so it's not here anymore, and they put the Observer Ward to the east. So they put down 3 sentry wards all around the Obs, and he's just walked underneath one of them. Global Silence. Looks like it's helping Thompson to escape, but more importantly, it's Arme as well as FY teaming up together to get the kill into Jirax. Let the split shots fly, but now Anna waveforms up. Arme runs down. Chalice can't fight, actually does hit, but not strong enough. Arme's gonna fall. Chalice into the tree lines 12 seconds before the Ank's back off cooldown, and he just jukes it perfectly. Blinks up and away.
Seb got Reapered.
Man on the front lines while Seb's doing the back.
It's definitely very farmed. He keeps accelerating because of his build-up with the Dragonlance Yasha. He transitioned into a Linken's, and now BKB's on the menu next.
He's just fissuring to try and get the jump away. Charles able to connect on the stun. Somnus is on his way over, has a blink of his own. Global Silence. Anna jumps him through the rear. He comes in as the Morphling to find his own stun, but they've already lost the ES, and now Anna very much stranded. Finger of Death, and now the Scythe. It was denied before by the Global Silence, but it will not be denied this time. 77 seconds. The Morphling's going to be dead, and Roshan spawns in 50. Now, they have no issue about doing that. And again, they look towards Roshan. He is up. This is Aegis and Cheese. So, critical one for OG to claim if they want to ensure the next team fight belongs to them. So they go into the pit. but LGD are very aware of what's going on. It's that observer what they have on the Radiant Hill side. They shouldn't have it for long. Yeah, now they see it, but the jump comes in. It's on to Silencer. The scythe will kill him off. Notel has buyback available, and he pops the global silence while Jarek has already popped the BKB. Seb can't complete his TP out. Anna wants to try and buy a little bit of space. He can at least kill off FY, then goes into being the Wraith King as Morphling. More buybacks coming in from OG, and they're looking for it. They've got the trap onto Arme. The Sprout is down the waveform forward. Gyrocopter's down. Chalice jumps in, still with the reincarnation available as Thompson, who's the one who's being locked down. Somnus, the Cold Snapper's onto him, so Thompson get a little bit more space and battle against Chalice. Tornado doesn't catch Somnus as well, but they can isolate the Wraith King. The reincarnation will pop once more as Notel and Anna, they chase down Somnus, and Chalice can just blink away, but Prophet, TP's over. They're waiting for the Fissure for the right time. He's silenced up. Here comes the Fissure, pushes him out of the Sprout. That was not the right time, but a kill is a kill. They still claim him. Wraith King down for 50 seconds without any buyback. OG can claim Roshan. There was a fight, Aegis Immortal. It does time out.
Yeah. Well, now that's a risk.
That's why LGD were looking for that fight in the first place. They want hit that perfect moment to kill him off, but now Thompson, Jirax, does actually get the stun onto the Gyrocopter. But they don't really have the right line for it as Wraith King BKBs. Dodges the Wraith Fire Blast coming out from Anna, but Charles is BKB. It's the 10-second duration one that he's popped, and he hasn't really found anyone. In fact, they kited him out, and then they look towards FY instead, who has to tether himself down to the bottom lane to defend against the push onto the rack. Sunstrike, well, we haven't heard of one of those, and the Echo Slam! Jirax arrives with a 3-man hit. Hits it absolutely perfectly, but then the follow-up global silence. Arme, he's going in real deep. They have that first kill, and it's over onto Seb. No buyback available for him. The scythe comes down to onto Thompson. He'll get the cheese off. The scythe did not find the kill, and now Wraith King, another follow-up stun. Waveform forward. They'll break the Ank on him, but the Hex onto Anna in the backlines. Really problematic. They'll be able to isolate him up. He's got no escape really to work with. Waveform in 1 second, but 1 second is too long. Thompson now has to just run himself out. Notel was able to TP away to safety, but LGD just have the greatest fight.
Far behind, actually, but he doesn't seem to have the right spells ready, so they do get the Echo, but there's no direct follow-up to prevent the BKB from Jara from going off. He chases down the Shaker. This Reaper does not give him the kill, but you look over the Dire side, they're relatively healthy, right? Like, the IO is half HP, Wraith King still has ulti ready.
We get to come back alive. LGD were coming for an invasion, but Anna was there to find him, so the Gyrocopter dies very early on. There's a space-creating Tornado, which actually clips onto the IO. Charles will begin his BKB. The damage output is high enough to break him. FY completes his TP out. Charles will not be so lucky. A quick mech, no follow-up damage. Notel could survive. Plus 40 now for the Silencer. A regeneration rune if somebody wants that. I think Anna will be very happy to claim it. They have no vision inside the base, nor any defensive sentry wards up from LGD.
Here comes Anna with Alacrity. All right.
And one buyback. They'd like to have the second onto the Gyrocopter and then probably the fallback. Remember, they do not have the Aegis the Immortal anymore. Echo Slam, Jirax goes again, and then the jump up and away to absolutely nowhere. He'll be scythed down for all of his good deeds, and maybe this is enough space. The buybacks are already fully out from LGD, and there's full retreat now from OG. Maybe not enough when Invoker, Yule septed up. Thompson gets hit by the missile. He's got no way to escape out. 2 heroes from OG down. They're both dead for a very long period of time. Waveform away. Morphling will be able to dodge that Wraith Fire Blast. But now LGD, they're hoping Roshan's going to be up, but they're going to wait a minute and a half for it to happen. Meanwhile, they did lose their bottom range racks while the fight was going on. Like, if LGD go high grounds, like, they also have to consider Roshan. So they burn the fortification, they try and delay it up. You've got the long range curses, Chalice jumps in, reincarnation's available. The damage from Anna's pretty damn good, however. And now in trouble, the scythe! Anna! He'll go down, no buyback. Anna is actually down for the count. Seb is pushing in the bottom lane, so they're looking for a counter racks. Lion's already coming back over. Watch the IOTP or relocate. They're not bringing everyone back. It's just Arme and X-Nova. And they haven't done the mid-racks. Charles is still here, but Seb, he comes in from the bottom lane. FY is available, but he doesn't have the mana to actually relocate him out, so Charles will BKB up. Seb will do the same type of thing, turning to hit back into the Wraith King. Sprout's available. He does it on the ground. He couldn't do it on target thanks to BKB, and Charles he's just surviving that tornado. That's a wide ball. FY, he's getting the mana up and running, and he won't require it. Charles able to blink away the Fissure, able to connect. Thompson's on the hunt. Ghost walking forward, finds a better target over towards the Necro. Now BKB is up, protecting him. All these immunities not available as Jirax, the leaping Earthshaker forward, gets the extra information. FY comes back in to help out, but Jirax jumping forward again with the totem. A double fissure. The control is perfect from OG. Seb with the double kill. They want more. Somnus and Ame, they're just coming in one by one. They feed themselves over to OG, and one by one they continuously pop their BKBs. Relocate. Io's coming back to the front lines. They want the manpower. They want to keep this fight going, and with the Science, they bring down Invoker. 130 seconds on the sideline. More seconds than a Fnatic minute game. Notel's on the run. A quick TP out by Prophet. He knows he needs to keep the side lanes going. Notel, Glimmer Cape. Can he juke it? Where's the vision? Follow the hand. That's one way to do it. He'll pick up a regeneration rune. Keep the run going. Turns for a quick curse. He's got a little bit more life, but he doesn't have enough to survive this. But it's enough to delay LGD. They do not claim mid-racks.
Irion has his. The Invoker does not have his. OG are actually just...
Everyone's a little short, but they're only
short.
They're only short by about 700, 800 gold. So if they can get something out of that fight, Chalice the Prophet TPing in, they get the Lincoln Sphere trigger off, they want to kill off Chalice as quick as they possibly can, so then they can kill him off again. Alacrity puff-ups, in they come onto the Morphling, he hits like an absolute truck, about 400, and the stun from Jirax could not have timed it any better. The Scythe will be in the back lines, but it's on the Silencer. He can just buy back, get the global silence off, allowing Seb to beat the crap out of Lion. Not so much, however. 30 HP, X-Nova will survive, and the rest of OG have TP'd away. Without their Morphling available, they just cannot take this fight anymore.
LGD are doing a really good job at catching Morphling out. He didn't get BKB with all of the bursts that they have, and we're going to see the replay here. Morphling, he waveforms away. Actually, we might have to go back to live here. LGD, BKB pop from Gyrocopter.
Yeah, actually, in our live world, they're pushing in onto the mid-racks.
Not too much happening here.
Yep, so here we are, back into live, jump into the back lines, onto Somnus, Seb doing the work, Jirax gets the stun, the follow-up, they kill off the Reaper before he can actually get the Scythe off, before he can get anything off, and Io will probably join him. The Sunstrike's right in the money, FY will pop, and that's so many heroes down for LGD. A quick mag, extra life, fight me if you dare, globally throws it out. LGD, 3 heroes down, and it seems like an eternity their death time is. GG push. They do have that time, but they don't know that LGD have no buybacks available. They didn't know that the Gyrocopter picked up the Satanic before the fight began. They didn't know about the money. And there's your first buyback. Necro, able to get back to the world of the living.
It's not enough.
Yeah, it really isn't. This is going to be a full set of racks as Mega creeps up. They come in for the fight. The Global Silencer's out. Wraith King can't really pop much more. BKB works against him as the Silencer's layers on top. Chalice now isolated. Ana will turn into him. So they're literally hitting themselves. Ana finishes off the racks, and then they can look towards the next target. You can Scythe in the meantime, as over on the ES, buyback is in from the Wraith King. Megas are up and running, but the jump forward, Ana right on top of X-Nova. Say goodbye to your Lion, but he'll come straight back again thanks to his buyback. But Chalice, isolated, he still doesn't have reincarnation, back up again, and this really is the game. There's no way LGD can try and defend this, even with the Scythe onto the Morphling. He can potentially just buyback and come into the fight. That's exactly what's going to happen. Ame turns on the flag cannon, but he's getting stunned up so much. Echo Slam from Jirax. They're looking for as much control as they possibly can, but the relocate pulls him back into safety. LGD, they're holding the line, but up against a swarm of OG. Somnus jumps forward again. He does not have that Reaper Scythe available. And they're looking for more. Tornado will not be able to connect. Have to buy a little bit more time. Somnus will burn his own BKB. Sees Thompson is low. Ame flat cannons off cooldown in 5 seconds time as LGD. Seb, I found the line. It's Somnus over on the edge. Fissure to hold him there. Sunstrike to finish the job. And then they go up for more after the IO, after the man who's keeping Ame up. With his flat cannon damage, it's pretty decent, but not decent enough. There's just not enough follow-up. The AoE Deathling Blast, the Jirax coming in for Dunk, and LGD, there really is no more joy to be had here. GG, well played. OG will get a draw in their game against LGD.
I think they're feeling pretty good about that. I really like this draft from OG. Like,